Hello and welcome to Infamous, the audio podcast. This is Brandon, or Mutilus on Discord.
This is...
I said it wrong, didn't I?
What?
Could you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I said it wrong. I'm going to start over.
Okay.
Don't keep recording. I'll just do
intro.
a different intro. Yeah. Let me put a timestamp in here. I'm pretty sure I said it wrong.
Are you going first, CJ?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to Infamous, MCP, the audio podcast. This is Brandon, or Mutilus on Discord.
This is CJ. I continue to go by CJ.
And this is Josh. I go by Grumelzog.
Welcome back to an equally riveting episode of Infamous. As always, links in the show notes. Picking up on currently playing. I have most recently played Hydra. I very much like my Hydra list. Apocalypse is trash. Dracula is the shit. Dracula in Hydra is insanely good. It is so good. Like, I don't know that I've ever seen a model synergize with the leadership that well.
That's not affiliated.
Yeah, right. Like, obviously.
Yeah, there's some pretty good affiliation type stuff, but yeah, for a splash pick.
Yeah.
It's kind of the puzzle trying to figure out what to do with him. Like, he's just been a big pain in my ass last couple of games.
Mm-hmm.
Which is fine. It's good. I think that's good for Dracula. He was being good. Yeah,
like he's obviously a very potent model, and so just finding a good home for him has been like kind of a mission.
Yeah,
kind of like Mephisto. Mephisto is also very good, but he needs the right home.
Yeah,
and we haven't found the right home for him.
It's definitely not their take any affiliations, which is kind of sad.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah. Well, I think that's good game design. Is that if you're gonna have basically unaffiliated be your affiliation, there needs to be a downside.
True, but I would still like to see. I guess I don't know. Maybe I'm too used to the warped idea that like sometimes the leader is just good in the affiliation that they're using, or like their own affiliation. Like I think most leaders really like their the affiliation that they bring with them for the most part. I don't think there's any leader who's like a leader and then their affiliate their actual leadership is just like, oh, that doesn't do anything for them. Off the top of my head,
like that character specifically.
Yeah, I mean, like the extreme version is Claw, of course, whose leadership only affects him.
Sure,
but yeah, I think off the top of my head. I mean, Convocation is kind of weird because you just pick your leader. I mean, you do something stupid and make Clea your leader, I guess.
It's actually a strategy of like I'm going to put my model that's going to be in the least amount of combat.
In the back,
like Wong has been leader. Wong's been played as leader a bunch of times.
Yeah.
For the same reason.
That makes sense.
But yeah, now with Clea damaging herself, it's obviously more of a risk, and so you'd have to have a really strong reason to do that. Maybe you're just never going to use the gain power thing, but yeah, I can't think of any offhand that are specifically like my leadership does nothing for me. But also, there's not that many leaderships that do nothing for anyone.
Yeah, I mean...
like, almost every leadership benefits you in some way.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and I guess if I go back and look at it, I think Dracula probably has a really good leadership for him, right? Like the bleed stuff.
Yeah, it's very selfish.
Mephisto's isn't as good. I mean, you can play around with some incinerate stuff, but like that hasn't been really potent in a while.
I think he might have the worst leadership in the game.
Probably. It's
yeah, because like
bottom three for sure.
Incinerating people is already so like not great because it also happens like a weird time. It's cleanup, right? So it doesn't even come to a play.
Round.
Right. They also get to see the board state before they make their choice.
Yeah.
They can give it to somebody who's going to activate first. So if you don't have prio, you might not ever get to use the benefit. The upside is pretty minor, like 2 power a turn for leadership when you don't get to utilize it on the turn is not great. Like
rough.
Your leadership is basically Sentinel passive, which is like not great.
Yeah, and then your opponent can be like, I'm gonna incinerate somebody who won't matter. You're like, shit.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
And even if you do it, and if you don't have a trigger that requires incinerate, and you're just talking about I lowered your defense by 1, it's like, okay, who really cares? Like, some models have good enough defensive abilities that it kind of matters, like Shang-Chi and people like that.
Yeah, Shang-Chi.
But if yours like
probably
random model goes from 3 defense dice to 2 defense dice, we're talking about splitting hairs on effective outcome.
Yeah, if you like lower like Carnage's energy defense, he doesn't care.
Yeah,
Carnage
exactly.
Carnage doesn't give 2 fucks about his defense.
Yeah.
So
Carnage only cares about physical attacks, not even collisions.
yeah, I'll shake it off. It's fine. I
Mhm.
just got to get one more attack off, baby.
Yeah. So, yeah, I definitely don't think his is good. But I think it's important. I think we've seen through Hellfire Club for that exact reason. Open affiliations are dangerous. Even if at the time they're not very easily utilized, the meta or the game mechanics can change in a way that makes anything potentially really strong.
Yeah.
When you can combine any character of
You can
the
pick
potentially 300.
the 5 best characters and Emma Frost or whatever. 4 best characters plus Emma, who's not like bad.
Not anything to write home about, but definitely has value.
Oh yeah, Emma can catch you unawares a lot too. Like if you're not prepared for her to walk up and just be like, "Hey, I'm gonna throw you." You're like, "Oh shit, I forgot you could do that."
Yeah, the big things for me is her superpowers. Like you can very easily forget she has no reaction or that she has mind shielding.
Yeah.
Because her mind shielding is better than I think most people's, right?
I think it's just like Jean Grey's, which is really good.
Okay, but the big thing for mind shielding is it prevents advancing places and pushes.
Yeah.
As where like helmet doesn't normally stop places, if I recall.
Correct.
And then
you can still get scalpeled with helmet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been you said
they both work on places. Yeah, mind shielding's just better than helmet.
Mm-hmm. Who are you placing an Apocalypse with in your 17 then?
I don't know. So with a 6-point model, it's weird because you have to replace him with kind of some form of affiliation or another expensive character.
Yeah.
Because if you're just like, well, I'll just break him into 2 3s, well, that doesn't work because you're already running like a 3-2 list.
You'd have to bring
and so
now
you're unaffiliated, right? Or bring another expensive model.
Yeah. A 4-2.
So I haven't put any thought into that, but if you guys would like to discuss it, I'm happy to.
Well, potentially.
Let me go and pull up that roster real quick. And I've played a decent amount of the Pain Train list that we talked about, where it's Dracula and Apocalypse, and it was surprisingly good.
Sorry, my cat is being naughty.
Do you like naughty kitties?
No.
Why are you asking me that?
Anyway, so I'm playing Apocalypse and Dracula, and that list usually it looks something like Strucker, Zemo, and Bob, because usually you're playing at 19 or 20. And then if you're doing the full 20, I think you can get a third 3, so you can do Zola over Bob. I have played a Zola in I think every single list I put on the table, and I've really been enjoying Zola. Now, he hasn't been great, but he's been solid in pretty much every game, and that's really surprised me. I think the time he came out, attrition efficiency was at an all-time high. Every model in the game was trying to kill you as hard as it could, or scoring out as quickly as possible. And now you don't have to worry about like the kaiju matchups nearly as much, which has really helped Hydra, I think. And so all you really need to do is really safeguard your victory points, and you can kind of hang in there. Because your list doesn't go away to like random attacks. That's the best thing about it.
Yeah, that's one thing I noticed too. Zola, when we've played, has been like a force multiplier, right?
Yeah.
He's a very good support model, I think, especially under Strucker, because like giving out the bleed, okay, cool. Dracula's here, he wants that. Or you could shake it off, or you could pass it off, or whatever it is. It's been really interesting, because I've seen it played very little overall, and then like I think definitely having him just under Strucker is it's like that we were just talking about. I think he's like a perfectly designed character for that leadership.
Yeah. So just going through the other 3-point Hydra members, because there's obviously not another 2, and I already have the 4 I would want to play with Spider-Woman. So affiliated 3s include effectively Winter Soldier, Taskmaster, Viper, Sin, Crossbones 1 and 2, and that's the list.
Yep.
That's not an inspiring list.
you don't feel inspired.
To be fair, you get Zemo and Bob affiliated, so like there's not a lot of stones to be thrown, but it is a separated liquid, if you will. It's very much, it's like a black and tan. I mean, you got the foam on top, the crispy foam, and then underneath is like sewer water.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, the Hydra might have the worst group of affiliated 3s.
Mm-hmm. Oh, don't say that just yet, because you haven't seen the list I'm building for you.
I couldn't imagine another team with worse. Well, actually, I can.
Damn it! Now I can't. All right.
I don't know. How would you feel about every 3 you have having 5 health and 3 defense and immediate
That's
move?
the norm.
Well, yeah, but like some people get. I mean, like every single one of them with nothing special.
Can I instead interest you in a leader that has 4 hit points on the front side? Sin is really bad.
Sin is. Oh, I don't. Sin is 4 health on the
Sin
front.
is a
I have
4/6 hit points.
I have forgotten that. Okay.
Who has range 3 attacks?
Yeah, she does have range 3 attacks and stealth. Very nice.
It's been a long time since I've read Viper's card. I'm gonna read Viper's card again just to refresh myself on why I don't play her.
It's not great.
It's not. Honestly, it's not that bad.
It's not bad. It's just like she doesn't do anything that someone else doesn't do better.
You're gonna read it and be like, "Wow, this is just shitty Deadpool."
It is pretty shitty Deadpool.
Yeah.
Like really shitty Deadpool, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just shows you words do not equal quality because she has a lot of words.
Yeah, she does have superpowers.
So if we're not going with the 3-point route, because I think I have plenty of good 3s, because I've got Zemo, Zola, Mordo, Pyro, and that's plenty. I don't need more 3s. I don't need another 2, I don't think. And so we're looking at 4s. My affiliated is Spider-Woman.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of affiliated Spider-Woman, and then I have Omega Red, who I like. So I've got 2 good 4s. One of the chopping block characters we had talked about is Electro and Lady Mastermind. And so either of those coming in the 4-point slot I don't hate, but I just don't think I have that many 4 slots. So at 5, Dracula's number 1 with a bullet. So what do we look at after Dracula for expensive models that help my list?
That's a good. Let me pull up the old Jarvis protocol and do some looking.
Are you running A-Bomb?
He won't look.
I am not.
He does not like A-Bomb.
You don't like A-Bomb?
I do not like A-Bomb. I also don't currently own A-Bomb. That said, it's not a hard line no. I just don't currently.
I mean, like it kind of hits the things you're talking about, where it's an affiliated, it's a more expensive. He's okay.
Well, if I'm taking an expensive model, it doesn't need to be affiliated. It's a bonus if it is.
So,
but I can just say I am way closer to picking up Red Skull 2 than I am a bomb.
Was about to say there's no reason to pick up a bomb. He doesn't do anything with the leadership per se for Strucker, but like Red Skull 2 is pretty good.
He's very good. Best grunts in the game.
I'm trying to see who else, because you brought in someone with a similar, like they just dump Ultron's
and
there.
So, like,
he...
Red Skull 2 is not the best for giving out conditions, but he can give out conditions if you get conditions. And that's one of the things that does kind of happen to him is he gets conditions.
Yeah, it's one way to control
him,
tough model. Right?
And so like they throw shock on you and you just immediately give it right back to them. Yeah. So that's not terrible. And so it is useful. It's not guaranteed at all.
Yeah.
But keep in mind, you've seen the engine working. With Zola running around, I'm constantly giving out bleed to my own people, and then he's giving that bleed to you.
Yeah.
And so I can manufacture giving him conditions to hand out to people.
For sure. Yeah, I think I'm trying to see who else is an interesting choice. I mean, here in a couple of weeks, you could always test out Spider-Man 2099.
How would I do that?
I mean, you could print the card and run literally any model.
Okay, there you go. I was like, there's no fucking way in hell I'm buying Web Warrior models.
I mean, you could buy. You go to Etsy, type in "Future Spider-Man," and
no, like it's just a principle thing, not like I hate AMG. Like I don't mind giving AMG my money. It's just
just you feel dirty, unclean after buying a Web Warriors box. I get you. I'm trying to look at other 5s. Ultron would be kind of interesting. He does give out quite a bit of he does give out poison and bleed from nano corruption.
So for Ultron, again, I think I would rather play Red Skull 2.
Yeah, I mean,
they're both semi-immovable turrets, but Red Skull does move himself with the Blitz trigger.
Yeah.
And so, but you're getting like bow and stuff as well. Having double bow would be cute.
You could also Scarlet Witch could be interesting.
So I thought about her, but the no moving thing is really what unsold me.
The no moving thing?
Yeah, like the list needs mobility because I'm
gotcha.
not displacing my opponent, so I have to be able at least to overcome their board control. And Zemo's very mobile, but the rest of the list is not.
Yeah, it's slow and yeah. Drac gets one move to get where he needs to be, and then that's as much as you want to move him. That's
So
true.
you specifically look for stuff that has move tech?
Yeah, I'm looking for quality models that have move tech.
Okay.
And so
Sorcerer Supreme.
That's a lot of power. Let's see. He doesn't really give out conditions either.
He poisons on daggers, but that's it.
Yeah, you shouldn't be using daggers. At least that's been my experience, is I'm always trying to use Baleful Bolts as often as possible, because that's where his damage comes from.
Yeah, piercing on a mystic attacks is always really good.
Yeah, he's already power starved, so changing from a builder to a spender on attacks just immediately nukes his ability to make plays. At least that's, again, been my experience. Yeah. But obviously there are times it's useful. It's not like a negative ability.
You could always bring... we're just talking about Mephisto. Mephisto would be kind of interesting. The power... He does need a power leadership, though, I think. Or reroll leadership. I don't think he's the best to take, but he does incinerate, and that's not something you've got a lot of going on.
I hadn't considered Mephisto.
Mephisto could be interesting.
Yeah, he kind of fixes some mobility stuff, because you could always have...
And doesn't... You could
Mephisto and Dracula are a nasty combo.
Yeah.
I'm also a fan of Werewolf.
Yeah, just another 5-pointer is rough for that, but
yeah.
Let's see.
Just other because I don't think Magneto, Phoenix, She-Hulk, Thanos. Hulk, of course, is good. You could always bring Hulk. Thor doesn't really do anything for you.
I don't hate Werewolf. It's actually kind of cute.
Yeah.
I also don't hate Mephisto. The one I had been thinking about was Ghost Rider.
Ooh, okay.
He's very mobile.
Yeah, and you could...
he does conditions.
Yeah.
I have Wong in the list, so you have a sack target.
Yeah.
Everyone else in the list getting attacked powers him up. Actually kind of the downside is immune to so many things that it'd be kind of difficult to get conditions on him to give away. But it's not like a bad thing. It's just like
if you're able
counter synergy.
Yeah.
Wicked Judgment's also kind of cool. Like if he's just sitting in the middle of the list and they're ignoring him, he can do a bunch of free damage with the crits they're rolling on me. So I don't hate that. He's also got a great stat line. But I do also like so if I was trying to build a list that would not randomly lose, I think Ghost Rider would be my reach, because it's so hard to get Ghost Rider, right?
Yeah.
Like he's immune to enough things. He's got a sturdy enough stat line that he's not going to just randomly disappear.
Yeah, and he can usually go where he needs to be at easily.
Right. He can fix mistakes with the speed.
Yeah.
So that's got a lot of things going for it. Mephisto is really interesting. I just don't know what my plan to win the game is if Mephisto is in my list. Because with APOC, the plan is to slowly kill them all.
Yeah.
But I don't know that Mephisto really does that. He kind of does. It's just... I don't know. Apocalypse was the same problem. It's like, I don't know how I'm winning this game. I just know I'm not going to lose the game.
A big fat guy standing in one corner being like, you can't really attack me. I'm immune to everything.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck.
Yeah. And that's kind of what happens. Like, okay, I get an extract on Dracula, I get extract on Apocalypse. I just declare I won't lose the game.
Yeah, you have to. Your opponent has to win the game.
And then it's up to my
point.
opponent. Yeah. And it's like I have bow and I've got a push, and I'm just not going to lose long enough to that all your models will randomly die.
Yes. Perfect.
And how many times was and we ended around and APOC and Dracula were at full health, and it's just like, God damn it! Like I tried so hard to kill these fuckers.
I think Apex Predator is the only
Apex. You definitely got
fair death I got by killing APOC was through Apex. I think MODOK 2 spiked him once off the table, and it was like, okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, your 5-die attack one shot.
Yeah, I did
happens.
like an 8 on 5, and you rolled one block, and I was like, okay, well, yeah, that'll happen. That seems fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Ghost Rider is a cool shout out. And he's a cool model.
Yeah,
be fun to try something new.
All right.
Jock.
What do you think about... Damn it, I just fucking deleted him off. What do you think about Bucky?
OG Bucky?
Yeah.
I still think he has plenty of play. He's obviously not as good as he was, but for a little 3 threat, sit back, shoot range 5. Honestly, like use them as a battery for a tactic card. It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, so the thought is he's effectively affiliated, because I don't have anything that requires Hydra. He has Hydra tactics, which isn't bad. He's efficient enough on his own, but really he's just kind of going to sit there and shoot people a lot, and he just holds a back point.
Well, doesn't he have a tactics card that is Hydra affiliated?
I think that's the new one. I don't know if it works for both. It probably does.
It does, but it's not Hydra affiliated. But you can run it under Hydra.
No.
Yeah, it's Soldat activated.
Soldat.
When an allied character with an active leadership within 2 of this character is targeted by attack, gains cover. After attack is resolved, if the allied character is not dazed or KO'd, this character may spend 2. If it does, may immediately make an attack with 0. Additionally, when the character begins activation within 2, it gains 1 power and may remove 1 wound. So you're playing with, who's your leader? Zola?
Strucker.
Is he moving around very much?
Yeah, he kind of just goes wherever I need him. Because he's kind of like the odd man out. Like, he's got range 3, and so he's moving into strategic genius range for everybody else.
I think it becomes a little bit of juggling, but I don't think Bucky with Soldat activated would be that misplaced in the list. Maybe worth a try, at least 1 or 2 games.
Yeah, I think it'd probably be worth a try. Is this the one that gives cover?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Target gains cover, and after attack is resolved, not dazed, may spend 2 power. And yeah, it's probably fine. I'm just worried that they're not going to be within 2 of each other for very long. Because the idea of Bucky would be to kind of like hold a back point and be annoying, and not walk around with Strucker.
Yeah.
Well, you could always take Bucky 2.
Yeah, but then we're in the 4-point range again. And obviously Bucky is better. Or sorry, Bucky 2 is better, but he's more expensive.
Yeah.
I'm just hesitant to cut him because I think that, like we were talking about, that is a reasonably good package to put into the list. And it's not the end of the world, right? Because you could like Hydra tactics forward into a good spot to then attack with your abilities and everything, or to basically just follow Strucker around if you time it right. Like Bucky can go first and hop him, shoot a little bit, and then maybe even move if he needs to, and then Strucker can move into the position. So you're not just taking 2 move actions straight up, where it's like killing your attrition for the turn.
Yeah. Well, and that's
I also really like Electro, which is one we've talked about.
Yeah, Electro's just fun.
Yeah.
He does fun stuff.
I did get to use the Apocalypse trade conditions thing, and it was amazing. Do you remember this, CJ?
Unfortunately, I had to check everything to make sure it does work that way, but
he's like, "There's no way this works that way."
There's no way this is how it did. I forget what exactly it was, but I looked and I was
"Oh,
I just have all
my
this
Strucker
3 conditions now. That's weird."
Yeah, my Strucker had Incinerate on himself, walked up and shot a what's her name, Psylocke in cover. Got a damage through, gave her the Incinerate I already had, gave her the Incinerate I already had, healed 1. Then I triggered the Wild on my attack, gave her another Incinerate, which then Apocalypse turns into Hex, I believe it was. I gave her a different condition, is all that mattered. And then I healed for healing factor as well. It was pretty cute. And so, just out of nowhere, she takes a damage in 2 conditions from like a random 5-die attack. He's like, "This is bullshit." Like, she ended up having 5 conditions on her by the end of the turn.
That's crazy.
Yeah, my poor crippled Psylocke.
Yeah. Is there any big characters you guys think? Any other 6 threats?
None that there's nothing jumping out at me.
Like Hulk's never bad. I don't really think Gladiator does it. I don't really think
Hulk.
Thor 2 does it. I think another 6. She-Hulk doesn't really do it. Because you don't really need bodyguard.
Not really.
Not really.
It would obviously it's never bad.
Yeah, and then like the 2 top ends, you don't really. Malekith might be interesting because his spender does stuff, but like
you got Hex and a poison beam
to pay for.
Like
Yeah. On the plus side, you are running one of the 8-point affiliated factions, so it is not out of the realm.
Yeah, it is completely possible. Yeah, and then like Hulkbuster doesn't really do you much.
No.
King Blackball, you're not running Inhuman, so I don't know why you'd bring him. He does kind of let you move your guys around a lot easier, though. Oh, maybe not. Telepathic Command's just once a turn. Yeah.
I thought about ASM just because he's so mobile, but and he's tough, which would be great, but I don't think he synergizes enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be just like playing a Primo model to play a Primo model.
Look, doesn't do any conditions. There's nobody. Try to think of anyone that you can stone up to a higher level. This is Space Loki or Loki Force.
I mean, there's Namor, right?
Yeah.
There's always Namor now.
Namor's good. You know, Namor's one of those models that help you not lose the game.
Well, I'm also thinking one of my weakest parts is that I have a really high aggression level on the first turn, but if I'm on the back foot, I don't really have any plays. It's like, Zemo walks forward and picks up a point. Like, all of my stuff is aggressive as opposed to defensive, and so having a safe grabber would be nice. That way I'm not just sacrificing models. Although I had been playing without Omega Red, having Omega Red in the mix would help.
Yeah.
I know obviously Zemo and Namor are good in general. He doesn't really do conditions other than stagger, which is not bad.
It doesn't help.
Yeah. But the fact that I kind of want him to be a 6 threat anyway is kind of nice, because then you can just take the time so not worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and that is charge every turn.
Right.
A decent little get out of jail reroll if you really need it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a bad plan. His tactic card is unaffiliated, if I remember correctly.
Who's Namor's?
Yeah, Princess
Princess
Protection.
You could do Space Loki.
Loki 2?
Loki 1.
With space?
The first Loki.
What does that do for me, though?
You said you didn't have any, like, it's movement stuff.
Sure, but then I'm replacing my combat model that can't move with a model that can move my combat model. And so, like, I'm in the same boat as I still don't have a moving combat model.
Plots within plots.
It does help Dracula,
Yeah.
right? So
yeah, and, like, Tricksters, well, not Trickster. What's the one that's God of Mischief is always, I think, pretty good.
Mm.
I think that's the reason you bring them.
You can bring Trickster Spin. Or not Trickster Spin, Giant's Blood.
Oh, can he?
Yeah.
Oh, he can. Oh.
Giant's Blood is just
Loki
Laufeyson.
Interesting.
Yeah. That's
actually surprising.
That's a good card.
I like it. It makes your opponent just be like, I have to move over there. I don't want to move over there, but I have to do this.
Loki's standing on their side, just dead.
He's just seething, just
come close,
breathing heavily at you.
Interesting. Yeah, there's a couple things I think you could definitely test out. I don't think Apocalypse was losing you any games, but I don't think he was contributing enough to win. Like,
yeah, not for 6 threat. Like, he was a nice tank.
Oh yeah,
but
you could do the same thing with, like, you just bring Hulk, and then Hulk at that same point level,
right,
reshapes the battlefield.
I mean, sadly, 2099 would be really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. I'm sad about it too.
Ooh. It's too bad that Exodus doesn't do conditions.
At all. You incinerate on his spender, but, like...
Oh, I forgot about this guy. That would be interesting. Ebony Maul with the Space
Oh, that's
Stone.
another one, yeah. Okay.
I totally forgot this model existed. That's kind of his problem, is just slowly gets worn down. Being able to heal him a bunch would be nice.
Yeah. I mean, he
I don't
just
know if it's
outputs
enough.
damage.
He does output the damage.
If you ever come up to a dirty Web Warriors player, I think he's really good into Web Warriors.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, like, the more I think about it, like, Apex sounds really good. Like,
Apex
he's
is
just
dope.
4-point werewolf, right?
Yeah, he's just 4-threat werewolf, basically. Werewolf does shit tons of conditions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, one of them is kind of random. The Unearthly Howl, you have to get a skull to slow a route, but, Werewolf and Dracula are always fun because they're both strike back models.
Yeah. Venom used to be in the
Ooh,
Hydra
okay.
list. We took him out back in the day because you can't afford. He's so power hungry that you just can't make it work really.
Yeah. You get
And so
one.
you get the one crackback, and if it misses, you're just fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be interesting. I do really like Strucker in general. I think his leadership is one of the most interesting leaderships they've printed. I think it's I'm glad it's wholly unique within the game, and I like that there's so much you can kind of game plan with it, which is cool.
Yeah.
If there's more interesting leaderships like Strucker's, I'll for every leader that'd be down.
Oh yeah, I think it's really cool. I do wish there was more design like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just looking through here. I'm just not seeing. Oh, gross. Phoenix?
I'm gonna play her some more, I think. And
yeah, I can't imagine she does enough. The healing changes the math enough to excite me.
Yeah. Until she flips and then she's a giant nuclear bomb. And like if you got like Zola and Bob, like you can't use Bob's rocket launcher.
Yeah.
Zola's 2 physical defense, so if anyone gets close to him, he might get tapped down pretty good. And then,
I never thought about that. Can Lady Mastermind make Bob shoot the rocket?
no. Oh, no, wait.
Why
Yeah.
would
Zero
she be able
cost,
to?
right?
Yeah, she can make Bob shoot the rocket.
All right. Keep that in mind.
If you understand what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Bob would have to shoot his rocket. That is true. It'd be an enemy Bob. Yeah.
So the more I look at this, I'm just thinking I need a model that just does the maximum amount of damage possible for the point slot that's reasonably survivable. And every time I think of it that way, I come back to either Ghost Rider or Red Skull. And so
Red Skull does obscene amounts of damage.
He does the damage. And he gives you another contesting model, and he's affiliated, which fixes a lot of other problems.
Yeah. Which, it's kind of silly to say, but I don't think Red Skull is ever not the answer in Hydra sometimes. I think that's just too good of too many things, check boxes in that.
And if you get into a really weird matchup where like half their models are immune to conditions, then you can just swap out for Red Skull's leadership, which I would probably never do, but technically there are times it'd be worth it.
Yeah, I think in certain matchups, like I'm not sure who's like if you come in a mirror match, you'd want to do that.
Yeah,
probably
maybe
Inhumans.
Winter Guard.
Yeah, Winter Guard. Actually, that's another good one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think those are both very good options for wanting to have a secondary leadership. That's what about any of the other Red Skulls? Because they're all affiliated as well.
They are, but I don't need 4 points.
That's right.
Yeah. It would be cute to have a Cabal splash, though. Because obviously half of these models are also affiliated with Cabal.
Yeah.
It's not half. 1,
all of them.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of my 10 are Cabal affiliated. It's actually, I have more Cabal affiliated than I do Hydra.
That's hilarious.
It's pretty funny.
Yes, my Hydra list. Of course.
Yeah, but I'd have to cut somebody like Pyro to put in Red Skull 3, and I'm like, and that's all different tactics cards and missions, so.
Yeah, that's true. He's not really he doesn't really slot in super well, which is kind of weird.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, it was 2. Pyro and Spider-Woman are the only unaffiliated models with Cabal.
Which is surprising for Spider-Woman.
Mm-hmm. I personally wanted Spider-Woman to not be Hydra affiliated, so you could play Sleeper Agent on her, because that way it'd be perfect.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. For what reason would you want Sleeper Agent on her?
It's thematic reasons, because she is a Hydra.
Oh,
that's why
sense.
she's Hydra affiliated, because she's the Hydra Sleeper Agent. It's like, but they made Sleeper Agent, so.
Yeah. Now I get it. The theme.
Okay, so I think we're just going to cut Apocalypse for Red Skull. And that's going to put us at Strucker, Spiralman, Zemo, Zola, Bob, Mordo, Pyro, Omega Red, Dracula, Red Skull 2. And so then we need to drop my tactics card of
the first one, and
probably pick up a Red Skull card.
There is Cosmic Obliteration, which is really good.
Occult Research.
I know that does something, but I can't remember what it's called.
During the power phase, Red Skull may pay 10 power. Red Skull, Master of Hydra, and all characters within range 2 gain the stagger condition.
Oh, then he gets...
And then, for the remainder of the game, he
attacks.
gets 3 actions. Yeah.
Ha. Move. Punch.
The cute thing you can do, though, is you can kind of like stagger bomb their team. And so, like, I'm going to run over here and just move into a spot where he's intentionally just going to be, like, next to half their team.
Yeah.
And then get killed. And they're like, oh no, you've killed me. And then, like, Occult Research. But obviously, good players will see that coming. But still, it's hard to play around in the right moment. Because their option is don't kill you or run their whole team away from the point. And then you're like, okay.
Yeah. And you can even just sub and Wog and just be, like, feeding Red Skull power.
Well, he gets enough power, really, if you're trying to.
Yeah.
He can get there real fast. It's just usually you're paying for gauntlets all the time, so you don't get quite as much power. And usually he's getting dazed is why he's playing this card anyway.
Oh. I didn't know there's a Hydra Trooper card.
Nope. Don't hold. You talking about Endless Legion?
Yeah.
This is the worst tactics card in the entire game.
It's so stupid, but, like, I didn't know it existed.
So yeah, people that don't know, it's just terrible.
Yeah, it's bad.
Each time an allied Hydra Trooper would be KO'd this round, remove all damage from them, and they are not KO'd. The opposing player may push the character short, and so every time they would daze you, you heal the 3,
and then get moved off the point
and
that you're standing on.
Get pushed off the thing you were holding, and so you end up getting pushed into irrelevance.
Yeah.
Or you create these weird situations where you can get pushed into a spot that's worse than not existing. And so he's like, I'm going to push you into a spot so I can charge you and steel rush off of you. And you're like, oh no. Like,
yeah.
And so but they also get the power for attacking you.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's just like they just get infinite power off your fucking guys and they can trigger multiple KO effects.
See,
I guess it would replace, so it probably wouldn't trigger KO effects. But it's just like worthless. Like, who cares? How is that helpful?
Yeah, you don't get it. Like, if they did something interesting every time you KO'd them, right?
Yeah, the only thing we've ever come up with is if you had enough models to block the pushes, you could make an unkillable model on a point. But if that's the case, they could just move one of the models or kill one of the models and then push them. Yeah.
Well, and it's not push away, right? It's just push.
Yeah. Oh, it is just push.
It pushes them short. Yeah. No, it's omnidirectional. It's a really bad card. Oof. I can't believe this one didn't get rotated.
It's Hydra affiliated.
It's definitely one of those cards that needs to be rotated.
I didn't know it.
It's just worthless.
It's bad because I didn't know it existed. So
yeah, I've never heard or seen.
I had no idea that card was even.
This is new information.
As somebody who
live.
has a pretty good grasp on 80% of the game, like what exists. No idea.
Yeah. The other card you can use instead of Occult Research is Victory Assured. Schmidt can suffer up to 5 damage to play the card. He performs the attack above once. Beam 3, 6 dice energy. And then if the attack dazes or KOs the target character, then the user gains stun. And then when making this attack, add dice to its attack equal to damage suffered to play the card. So if you take all 5, it's a Beam 3, 11 dice energy.
Okay.
Yeah. So it hits like a truck if you're willing to sacrifice your character. It's much better when you can use it in conjunction with Victory Assured, because this card costs 0 power. And so you just run up and you're like, kaboom! And then you die, and you're like, who cares?
Yeah, but then you're running into the age-old Wolverine problem of, I've got 4 tactic cards, and they're all Johann Schmidt cards.
Yeah. So the other one is Cosmic Obliteration. Is you may spend any amount of power, remove all special conditions from Schmidt, and then choose non-dazed enemy characters within 3. For each power spent, choose Hex, Root, or Incinerate and give them those conditions. And so that's kind of cute. It's not during his activation, and so you can give out conditions out of activation, which also would heal him under the leadership.
Yeah. And they're 3 very relevant conditions. Or 2
There are 3 relevant conditions, yeah.
It's not like you're slowing a bunch of people.
And then the other option is play High Council, which is key. So let's see. I haven't read this in a while. So Schmidt dazes a character. Schmidt is not dazed and has 6 or more power. Very achievable. Zola contests a secure. Extremely
Doing it
achievable.
already.
Strucker is not dazed and is within range 2 of 2 or more enemies with poison. Very achievable because he has Death Spore virus. So you would be playing this likely on Strucker's turn.
Yeah.
And then Zemo has daze or KO'd an enemy this round, which is usually the question mark. So you just go with Zemo the first activation. If you daze or KO someone, next activation, you double move Strucker, Death Spore virus, summon another character.
So the problem is, you have the people you poison can walk away from you.
No, you do it during his activation.
Yeah, correct. He has to be within 2 when you play the card.
Yeah, no, so it's Strucker's activation. Yeah. I move, pay 2 for Death Spore virus.
Oh, is that the one that triggers it then?
Yeah, it's an active that gives everyone poison.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you just middle activation, you're like, I activate this, these people gain poison, I immediately play High Council.
Yeah, true. No, it can't be.
The usually... What?
This round. What is round? It just has to be this...
Anytime during the round. The game round.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it does not have to be during Zemo's turn.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah, you just have to get a daze or KO.
Yeah, very possible. Why?
So I put it in. We'll screw around with it.
Yeah, it's fun. A little mini game.
So we are playing Terrigen Clouds. Has been fine so far. Unexpected Guess and Legacy Virus. Imcron, Deadline, and Riots are the other missions. So yeah, we'll give this a shot. I'm going to save this.
Which 4 threat are you placing when you get High Council?
Probably Spider-Woman most of the time. Or Omega Red, whichever one's not in play.
Okay.
I mean, technically you could summon a 3, so it kind of depends on what situationally is best.
Yeah. And now here's Bob.
Yeah. Surprise Omega Red's kind of cute.
Mm. You place him wherever, right?
Place the unused character of threat value of 4 or less from your roster within 2 of this character. It is now part of your squad.
Oh, so it has to be.
So it is played by...
If Strucker's the last thing you're going with.
Any Hydra character can play it. It doesn't even have to be one of the 4.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's any Hydra one.
Well, yeah, but like...
As soon as you get the trigger.
As soon as you do it, you can play it and play it off of anyone.
Yeah, as long as all 4 conditions are met, any Hydra character can play the card.
And what's funny is he's not activated, and this is just a pie in the sky play. But if you do your Strucker Poison Cloud, right, you get everything going off. You pop a Mega Red in, he attacks twice, he has enough power to do 2 damage to everyone that's poisoned, because he got placed within 2. So you just pop him within 2 of them. It's like, cool, I attack each of you once, and then I pop you for 2 free damage. Congrats. It's like Ninja Poison, the giant metallic man.
I personally think it's going to be Spider-Woman way more often, because spawning in a Spider-Woman has such potential for affecting the outcome of a scenario game. When you're insane. Like, so not only did you summon a Stealer, but someone with Interrogate mid-turn.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, like, god damn it.
Move over to the person Zemo just KO'd.
Yeah. And you're like, she just needs to get like 2 or 3 power somehow, which is not impossible, but it's not super easy either. It kind of depends. Anyway, yeah, I like this list a lot. Hydra is the most fun leadership I think I've ever played with. Strucker's leadership specifically. Convocation was similarly fun, but it was because of the combination of effects, not specifically the leadership.
Yeah.
So I have saved this. Let's move on to our next segment, unless you guys have any lists you want to talk about real quick.
Yeah, not really. I've still been floating around playing a lot of stuff. I've got some things I'm still wanting to try out.
I'm just waiting out new Asgard models, so it's my Winter Guard Cabal list until then.
Have you played any games with Cabal yet?
No, because I want to play Winter Guard.
Let's talk about news.
News.
It's kind of news, not really
older news,
but I guess we'll call it news.
Yeah, it's still technically stuff we haven't talked about yet.
Hey, news!
All right, hit me with some knowledge.
All right, Brandon. If you didn't know, in addition to the Spider People, there's another pack of super relevant, very popular Marvel characters coming out.
You wash your mouth out with soap after saying super relevant. All right.
Game changers.
Who-
I think every single one of these characters
which-
is going to change the game in some way. I gotta look.
Which of these fucking losers are we talking about
Well,
first?
one of them is Ronan. I think a lot of people.
I thought we had
Have we-
Ronan. We
oh,
already did
Ronan was part of the
We've done
Ronan was
Ronan. You
spoiled,
guys
yeah.
haven't done
Tigra.
Tigra.
That's right. Okay, so we did
Echo,
Ronan. We talked about Ronan. In addition to Ronan coming in this pack is Echo and Tigra. I don't know why everyone's saying Tigra.
because it's Tigra.
Tigra. But yeah, so Tigra.
Who are we talking about?
It's not a Y.
Pick one.
Tigra.
Okay.
She is a defender and avenger. She's a long mover. She doesn't have martial artist. She's got superior agility, which is you can't modify dice into her, which is a pretty fun. That's a good defensive power. She's got near terrain stealth, which is called on the prowl now, as of right now, until they change the name of it later.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Why does she have like Gumby arms in the comics? Does she have like elastic
No.
arms? Why is she range 3 on her attacks?
Because some people punch farther than others, Brandon. Why is Spider-Man Nor's the L1-2 range 3?
It just
So I-
how is that not power?
How
creep?
can a small Canadian man with knife hands attack
'Cause he's
range
jumping
3
at
in a
you.
beam?
Well, but the justification is he's leaping at you. That's why he plays.
She's leaping.
like
No, she-
functional, but she's not. She's leaping there and back.
She's so fast.
like
She's so fast.
That's what Echo does.
She's so fast.
No, it's Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo does that.
Yeah. So she's got just 2 attacks. Feline Slash is the pierce hex, or it's piercing and it can hex, depending on
Yeah.
which is fine. Nothing crazy. Just 5 dice range 3. That's fair. Sorry, no autographs. Kind of a boring spender. I'm kind of whelmed.
I don't know why. Again, like they're just
I actually
making abilities better than they used to be because this is just place anywhere within range 3 after using a range 3 attack.
Yeah.
So that's what
Why-
I was going to say. This is a little crazy because it doesn't say like, if you're not holding an objective.
Yeah.
It's just like, cool, just place range 3. So you could theoretically like move up, hit someone at range 3, and then place
There's-
farther back than you started, and be
Very
completely safe with
evocative
self.
of Black Cat shenanigans is how this makes me feel.
Yeah,
Right.
I do. Did you talk about ambush predator?
No, not yet. We're getting there.
Okay.
And then, she's got one very unique superpower, which is Ambush Predator, which is a character which she throws herself, which you've seen before. The difference
It's
is...
pounce with... Yeah.
Yeah, shoot.
I'm assuming everyone's had time to read this because she's been spoiled for like 3 weeks now.
You jump off a roof, you do extra damage.
You actually have pounce,
Yeah.
yeah.
Which is cool. That's neat.
It is cute. I don't hate that. Like, that's clearly a good ability, but it's not, like, pushing the mechanics of the game in ways that no other character has ever had precedent of for no reason. It's like, okay, she is a predator. She's supposed to, like, pounce on people. I get it. Like, that makes sense. Then we've got Counter-Strike, it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, just regular old Counter-Strike.
It's messed with a cat and you get the claws. So. But yeah,
She gives defensive reroll aura.
that's the other thing too. She's got just a
Empathetic
defensive
aura.
Zemo aura, which I'm kind of worried in defenders might get kind of stupid if you got her, Zemo, and Namor floating around each other, because that's 3 defensive rerolls and 2 offensive rerolls plus whatever defender's leadership you're rocking.
What did you say about on the prowl earlier, Josh?
Oh, just with her spender that you could place yourself 3 away, and
Yeah.
if you're triggering on the prowl, you now have stealth.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, you could move to max range 3, hit someone, place 3 back. You might have gone farther back than where you started, and now you have on
Yeah.
the prowl.
The wave will...
I also like the idea
It's-
that you could put yourself up on a building with that place 3, and then be ready to do ambush predator. Not that that's like a oh my god play, but it's a cool thing you can do.
It's not irrelevant. I mean,
It's
the
not
fact that you
irrelevant,
can-
yeah.
You get to punch them, and then, sorry, no autographs, then place on, like, the perfect pounce spot, and then pounce at them.
That's a good angle.
I mean, I think it seems like a really strong mechanic, but it's not that the individual ability is strong, it's just that, like, the framework of the abilities that we have are being open. It's like when you see somebody who's like, all right, for the longest time we've had wilds push away, and then a new model comes out, it's like, this one doesn't say away. Well, that's obviously increase in power level. Like now that we've given people access to omnidirectional pushes, and it's like, and then we have sizeless throws, and there's like, then we have throws on hits instead of wilds, and then we have automatic throws that don't require like dice, and then it's just like, why are we upping the ante on what abilities do? And it just seems really surprising to me.
Yeah.
And so I'd like to have you show me the other character that has a spender that places them range 3 any direction. It's like, I don't think there is one.
Not off the top of my head. Let's see here.
The only one similar I can even think of is Sam's Red Wing, and it's place himself within 2.
Yeah.
Which is a flying attack, so it kind of makes sense because he goes airborne to do it.
I think Shadowlands is within 2.
Yeah, I believe most of the effects I've seen are within 2.
Yeah, Shadowlands is a wild place within 2, so this is definitely the longest one we've gotten.
Yeah, I just don't know why they're upping the precedent for like a random spender.
Yeah, I mean,
usually when you see the envelope pushed like that, it's on characters that have really defining abilities. Like, well, Iron Man can DR anything. It's like, well, that makes sense. He's Iron Man. Like, he's got the super armor. Like, but no, we're just doing it for Crossbones, apparently. Like, stuff like
yeah,
that.
he doesn't feel being set on fire. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just kind of...
Iron Man dies to rapid fires. Crossbones does not, despite wearing a jumpsuit.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, this is obviously just a stronger ability than anyone else has had of a similar type. Because usually, we've seen place within 2, but also just placing yourself 3 from yourself is insane for that. And plus, like, it's a 3-cost spender. It doesn't really have.
Is she small base?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the industry standard for a sub 5 threat is usually 373 on spenders.
Yeah.
So that's not out of line. Wild Stagger's also not out of line on a 4-point spender. So that's all fine, right? But then it's just the random place 3. It's like, if it just said advanced medium, I'd feel better. Place 3 is opening up a whole nother can of worms, because now you're talking about like going up to a size 5, placing behind train out of line of sight, all kinds of stuff that you might have had to deal with before. It's kind of like Logan's place on his attack. Like, it breaks the mechanics of the game. And before that wave, we had never seen anything like that. Why are your range 3 attacks on a builder placing you in base contact? Like, and even on the far side of them. If Logan's attack said, place range 1 towards the target, it'd be way worse than it is. Because you wouldn't be able to just rewind board control effects. Where it's like, I'm going to throw you away medium. Just kidding. You press your auto attack button and kill me. And you get to place on the objective. Like, it's just dumb.
Yeah, but...
And so, like that, I don't like this power creep.
I mean, is this it? I mean, it's just... I mean, there's some abilities that are kind of similar in it to the game. I mean, the Web Miles and Spider-Man both have place 3s. And this is the only one that's tied. Like, I'm glad... Would it be any different if she could just do it off of it, like, if it wasn't attached to her spender?
Yeah, because it would assumedly cost power. Like, if she had to pay 2 power to do it, and so this was a 5-cost spender, sure, like, I think that's fine. But just doing it as a 3, and again, I don't think Tigra is that overpowered either. I just did that.
I saw you pause and think about it.
I know.
You're like, wait, I can say
I just want to make sure. Which way do you want me to not say it? Tigra. Yeah. Okay, but just the concept that this seems to be happening a lot. That is just every time now, instead of getting a medium move or a place within one of the target, we're going to get place 3, because over time, that's just going to invalidate a lot of older models. And so that is objectively power creep, if that's the case. This is just a warning sign, in my opinion. So we'll see what happens. I don't know anything about this character, so maybe she's famous for, like, teleporting, and I just don't know. Like, and so I'm talking out my ass here.
I assume the idea in their head is she jumps on the person and jumps off of them. But that wouldn't make any sense, like, because she's jumping away.
That wouldn't make any sense. Does everything a tiger can, like jump 80 feet backwards.
Yeah, scared a cat.
just when you have those people in like movie stunts when they're near an explosion, they just have like a rope attached to them, and they just fly off into the distance. Yeah, it's that's what she's famous for.
Yeah. I mean, she's a character I know. Like I said, she was big in the '90s. She was a big '90s Avenger, and then just kind of fallen off of mainstream.
Yeah. Okay. I have no other opinion. She seems fine.
Yeah, like I said, whelmed. I think she's a pretty whelming character.
Yeah.
Nothing about this I was like, wow, I can't wait to play her in Avengers and Defenders.
I can see her getting played in Defenders. I don't see her getting played in Avengers.
Steve 1
She-
wouldn't hate her.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's good in
Everyone's
Steve
good
1
in
is the
Steve
problem. Like,
That's the
how is
problem,
she
yeah.
beating Name a 4-pointer in
Shang-Chi.
Steve 1? Yeah, she does synergize. Like, she's got the perfect combination. She has a reactive 2 cost and an active 3
Yeah.
cost. I guess the perfect would be an active 2, but within reason, I think she's got good stuff there. On the Prowl is very good. Empathic Aura is very good in factions like Defenders and Avengers,
Yeah, I
so
think
that's good synergy.
Yeah, I think she is not
She has good abilities.
a crazy strong model, which I'm fine with. And like
Mhm.
I don't know. I'd be if I ended up winning the pack at a tournament or getting it. I'm not gonna be like, oh god, this isn't the pack I want. Like, I think
I see her getting played as an affiliated 4.
Yeah.
That's about it.
I don't think she's getting splashed anywhere crazy.
Yeah. And the problem is both those affiliations have really good affiliated 4s. Like, is she beating out Black Panther? Is she beating out Daredevil? Like,
Yeah, I am.
no.
I am just as a talking as like wanting to see the game expand. I was really excited to see them do because she's famous for being a West Coast Avenger, and I thought she was going to be part of that. Like they were doing a West Coast Avengers
Ooh.
split off, but
Do I smell a bet coming?
no, because this pack's already
You've learned
out.
your lesson?
No.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, if I made a bet and tomorrow they release the information for Blue Marvel and Spectrum, if that's if that's my sacrifice I have to do to get them to release news about stuff, I guess that's where we have to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was hoping a West Coast Avengers because like Hawkeye's here, Tiger is a famous West Coast Avenger. Echo would have been just chaff, but yeah, like I said, she's
Okay, let's
the final character in this pack
move on to the next one.
is Echo. Kind of a weird. She's got a lot of stuff going on, but
Getting some Viper vibes.
yeah, it's some stuff we've seen before.
Just for clarity, I have not read these. I'm reading them live on air.
Long mover again, 3s across the board. I think she's 5'5". Wall crawler's
yeah.
interesting on a long mover. That's pretty cool. It's always
Oh, look, she has On the Prowl.
yeah. It's like I said, this is a new name for this ability, which I think Nightcrawler has, but it's not called that now.
I believe you're correct. It's like In the Shadows or something.
Meld with the shadows. She's got charge, which another 3-threat long moving charger's interesting. She's different from the other two.
That's true.
Her attacks are
Does she have a card called I Am an Echo after all?
no.
That would be
Her
amazing.
card is part of a whole. Parts of a whole. It doesn't. It's a team up card with Daredevil. I don't think anyone's ever gonna bring it.
Ooh.
She's got Killmonger's can't modify within 4 gainer. She's got the no crits, and she has after this attacker is resolved, this character may advance them, so they do remember that rule.
Okay.
The most unique thing she's got is Death Dancer, which is her like unique superpower, which is you get to modify.
It's Warrior of Legend, but only for crits.
No, read it again. It's your opponent's dice.
Okay. While attacking during mod step, change one of your attack dice to a block for each crit in the opposing defense roll. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And while defending, you get a block for each crit. Okay, I like that. That's cute.
It's a neat rule.
I would like to see it in practice a few times before I weigh in on it, but I imagine that is really good for free.
Yeah, for free, that's solid. Not having to pay for it, like I like it.
Yeah. I think she
doesn't have a builder.
No, but she only charges.
Yeah, she's only got one way to spend powers.
Sure, she does have a range fort gainer though, so that's cute.
Yeah, and you can't modify dice for that attack. So,
not looking too far ahead. I don't hate her because she's a 3-threat.
Yeah.
I don't hate her in Shadowlands. I think she's got decent tempo for the thing Shadowlands is doing. So,
I think she's. I'm not. She's. I mean, Zemo's the top of this type of character, right? Like 3-threat, long moving attacker. But
Sure,
I don't think she's that many rungs under Zemo, depending on how good Death Dancer is.
Yeah, Death Dancer is really going to be the key. The fact that it's free is huge, and the fact that she's a stealth, long-moving charger.
No stealth. Well, weird
She's on
stealth.
Stealth,
Yeah.
stealth.
Which is kind of that's a good rule, but it's not just stealth. So that
I think the key for On the Prowl is that it's going to bring back characters that have long range throws like Cable.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, I'll just break that piece of terrain. Now you're not stealth. And you're like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
And not to mention, I'll throw it at you. Like, oh, this went bad fast. Like,
Yes. Good.
Which would make sense, right? Like, why would you hide from
Yeah.
Magneto behind a dumpster? It's like, well, that would be a really bad idea.
I was joking in our chat. Sovereign Strike stonks have gone up now because I can range 4. Just like, nope, that doesn't
Sabotage,
exist.
Strike.
Take 2 damage.
War Crimes from Punisher.
War Crimes.
That's what we always call
Is that not what it's called?
No.
I'm pretty sure it's close.
I think it's just called.
It's terrorism,
Warzone?
isn't it?
Oh, Warzone.
No.
Sorry, not War Crimes. So my adjective was off. But yeah, I think
Warzone.
I think she's interesting. I like this kit. It's nice for a 3-threat. I think it's there's nothing too crazy. I think
it's not bad. Yeah, I'm kind of saddened that the range 4 attack didn't have pursuit. I think that would have been a really cute combo of like hit the pursuit trigger, move in, stab him with the +3 dice. That could have been a really cool combo in case you didn't have the power to charge already.
Yeah.
I mean,
but she can charge.
Oh,
and so
yeah, I guess you
just power
can.
up for one.
That-
shoot, get the gainer, move in, and hit him for a big attack.
That's what I was saying. Theoretically, you do
it still works. I just think pursuit would have been a really elegant way to connect those two pieces.
Yeah, so she seems, I think, like Josh said, I think, she's got a spot on criminal teams for sure, and even on defenders teams, I think, if she needs to get in and get some rerolls off her dice. Because you get to choose in the modified dice step what you're doing first.
What do you mean?
So, with Daredevil's leadership, so you get to do Death Dancer, then you can reroll.
Sure.
I believe. Or Death Dancer after you reroll, or whatever's clever.
Yeah, you get to choose.
Well, you risk getting skulls.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, overall, I think I would grade this entire box a solid C+.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
Right.
I think Ronan and Tigra will probably not see a lot of play. Echo, I see filling in kind of like a Taskmaster type role as a glue piece that you just have room for an affiliated 3.
And I think she's
just
fairly decent.
Even unaffiliated.
So did we go over Tigra's tactic card?
Doesn't do anything relevant.
I want to read it because I think it's bad. So
okay.
Based on what
Totem of the Tiger God.
Yeah. Oh, I thought this was the team up one.
No, that's
Echo has the team up one.
Oh, okay. During her activation, Tigra may spend 2 power to play this card. Off to a bad start. When Tigra targets an enemy character with an attack this round, she may change the attack type to Mystic. Off to a really bad start. Okay. Tigra deals damage to an enemy around this feral slash. May place herself within 2 of her current position. Huh? Why?
Tactic card.
So the way I saw when I sat and thought about this was just you pop this card, you feline slash turn it into Mystic, place yourself 2, have the power to spend her, place yourself 3, and you just went range 5 without having to. If you needed to do that, that's the only thing I could see that made the card do anything.
But I mean, she has pounce. You could already do that.
Yeah, she does have pounce.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
You just line up the pounce.
You're not wrong.
I don't know, that seems really bad. Not to mention, the place is conditional. Like, what?
Yeah.
And in today's meta, you're more likely to screw yourself by making it Mystic than anything. Like, even the martial artists are, resistant to Psychic.
Yeah. And then, if you wanted to look at the terrible team-up card.
Yeah, this one just seems not good. Like, this is like a waste of paper. It's kind of cute and maybe thematic, but
it's definitely thematic.
Why?
I mean, Echo's a pretty big Daredevil character, but this doesn't fucking do anything.
Okay, I was talking about the previous card.
Oh, talking about Tigress card?
Tigress card, yeah. It just seems like a waste of paper.
Yeah.
It's like the off chance that that's going to become played in your 5 is crazy to me.
Well, especially
crazy.
I can't.
Yeah.
What?
And the key is that there's no opportunity for you to pick up an extract. If you could pick the extract and then place 2 and then 3, then sure, that's really good. But why are you trying to save your random 4-point character? Alright, during the power phase, Echo and Daredevil may each play 1. This round, Echo gains falling superpower, Radar Sense. Well, that's good. Radar Sense is really good, especially when you can mod your dice for free. And then this round, Daredevil gains On the Prowl. Okay, it is Daredevil 1, not 2, so that's relevant, I guess.
You give
Sure.
Daredevil 2 stealth.
I was like, doesn't Shadowlands already have it?
Wait a second. I would be way more interested if this gave Daredevil Death Dancer.
Dancer?
Oh my god.
Yeah, fuck yeah, it'd be amazing.
That'd be great.
This card is good. This card is playable.
This card is playable.
100% playable.
I mean, it's
yeah.
nice. There's no
On the
range.
prowls,
It's
whatever.
not-
There's no range.
not-
but
So
It's
I actually,
not
which is
great.
cool. But like,
I think it's
This-
in your 10.
she's
but
already
maybe not your
modifying.
5.
Like, I mean, I guess like you could count everything. I mean, you could block everything for a round on Echo, but like your opponent could just not attack you.
yeah. Well, also like stealth on Daredevil doesn't sound intriguing at first, but then you remember he's speed long, and that's actually relevant.
Yeah.
Like the fact that he's closing the gap to attack range instantly from stealth is actually big. And you putting him in cover and then granting him stealth makes him practically untouchable. Because he's radar sense plus cover plus stealth. Like, no one's shooting through that.
Yeah.
Like, they might get some chip damage, but they're not even going to try because they understand the map.
It does remove his only one of his only 2 weaknesses, which is oh no, because his radar sense is forever range, ain't it?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's infinite range, but he is weak to Mystic. And so you can protect the Mystic side by having stealth if you position well.
True. Like I said, I don't think it's edging out any, because you're probably playing this in Defenders, and Defenders just got a suite of very nice cards, so
Right. I doubt it gets played, but it is playable.
you could.
It's
could
also
bring it and
unaffiliated,
play it.
so-
Yeah, it is a card that exists.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're playing Echo
I'm just saying
and
you-
Daredevil, what are you playing? Where are you bringing this?
Asgard.
That's because it's unaffiliated.
Asgard.
You're bringing Daredevil and
You
Echo and
could-
Asgard. Okay.
You could be playing Webs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's funny about that. I believe Echo is a wallflower.
Daredevil, she is.
She is.
but not affiliated.
I don't know how that's relevant.
And Daredevil is a Webs affiliated.
Yeah.
So.
He is.
Yeah, you can play it in Webs. That'd be kind of neat. With
Yeah.
whatever nonsense Webs has.
Well, I think I'm just saying with like the new Miles coming out, you'll see a lot of people playing Fighty Webs
Yeah.
for a bit, and so Daredevil definitely fits in
Oh,
Fighty
yeah.
Webs, and so then you're just like, I'm only bringing Echo extra, and I'm already buying new models. So
Yeah. Yeah.
And again, I don't think you need this card. It's just fine, and so if you like these 2 characters for some reason, it's fine.
Like I said, I think it makes your 10. It probably doesn't make it into your 5 very often.
Probably
unless
not.
you have some big brain play nonsense you're trying to do.
They're
But
just playing for fun.
I think it's fun. I think it's
Yeah.
a fun card.
But yeah.
It's probably the most reasonable team up card we've seen in a while. And it's not. It's again. It's like a C- or C+, but
I
it's
still really
not.
liked Avalanches and Pyros. I thought that one was pretty good, but
Oh, what really?
yeah.
Hold on. I don't remember this one. Fault Line?
Is that what it's called? I don't know.
It is called Fault Line. This round, Avalanche Pyre gain Beam 5. That's cute. Yeah, the problem is you'd have to play Avalanche and he's dog shit.
What? No, Avalanche isn't bad. Come on. Avalanche
It
is
just wasn't
clearly
enough for
better
me.
than Viper.
Avalanche is better than Viper. Because you know why he's better than Viper, though?
Because he actually can do something to win the game.
Because they're both MCP models and Viper is one of them. That's how I know he's
Yeah.
better.
Better than Sin.
So the problem with Avalanche is he's a mediocre. He's just a bad model. Like, he's okay defensive stats for a 3, but other than that, he's got 1 good ability and it's Landslide. Everything else on his card is subpar.
Correct.
And so it's like, why? Like, if you wanted a 3 that can move people, there's better 3-pointers that can move people. Like,
Yeah, but he's got it not as an action.
but yeah, no, I'm saying not as actions. Gwen exists. Like, this model is not even comparable to Gwen.
Gwen can't... Is it sizeless on Gwen? I thought it was still just size 2.
Yeah, no, Webline is sizeless. Sizeless range 4.
Ah, Jesus.
No, it's silly. That
It's so
the ability
stupid. Why
should
should
not
it...
exist.
Why is it not... What?
The fact that you don't even believe that the things on her card are printed is like the example that I'm talking about. Like, it's so dumb. And she has Lifesaver, and she's got the same thing that all the new models are getting, which is the +3 dice on repeated attacks.
Crazy.
And she's got a good spender,
impact weapon.
and she's got... Yeah, it's like, oh my god, this model's got everything.
Yeah, all the dreams come
This,
true.
meanwhile, the model you're talking about, Avalanche, can't even affect anyone at range 4. Like, not to mention Gwen has multiple range 4 board controls.
Oh, it's nice.
No,
Yeah.
like- Yeah.
Yeah, but I get style points for bringing a guy called Dominikos Petricus. Or you're bringing. Look
Yeah.
at me. I've already brought the Chad Dominos, and you've got the Soy Jack. Gwen.
Petrificus Domicius. Yeah.
But yeah, overall, I think. So my ranking of the new boxes, I actually like this Avengers Defenders box because I think I like seeing more of these weird characters pop up.
I think the power level of the box is probably in a good place.
Oh yeah.
I think the way they got there, I'm not happy with. But it's whatever.
It's got there's some neat options. I think. I think Echo.
Yeah.
Echo's cool. I really like Ronin, but that's because I think his model is one of the better ones they've done in a long time. It's just a neat model.
Sure.
Yeah, sweet.
And then
model
Tigra
for sure.
is not nothing. She's got some stuff going on. I think her attack suite kind of. I'd like to see her not having a mystic attack at all. It's kind of like stupid.
She does.
Well, the problem is the standard is now, well, if you don't have a range 3 piercing attack with multiple rerolls,
Yeah.
why are you here? And it's like, well, maybe because we made a broken model that we refuse to fix.
Yeah.
Like, let's just address the broken models, and then we won't have to compare things to them.
If like for instance Shang-Chi couldn't pick between
Mhm.
mystic and physical, and he didn't
Yeah.
have unlimited martial artist, then like Tigra like is in contention for that spot then.
Yeah.
But like as it is, it's just like Shang-Chi's got the same affiliations Shang-Chi has. Stagger on a fucking stupid ass attack.
Yeah.
He's got a wall of text that does something new. I feel like every time I play him. So, but this box I was thinking about picking up just because I want to play Ronin.
I think that's
my
fine.
weeaboo fantasy come true.
I definitely don't think there's any problem with wanting to play models that you like the characters of.
Yeah.
But, you know,
It is the coolest
What
thing
is?
Hawkeye does in the MCU. So
yeah, I don't think it's wrong. I think Hawkeye is someone who many people did not give a fuck about until Age of Ultron. And he stole that
Yeah.
movie. He was by far and away the best character in that movie. And ever since then, he's been growing as... Like, if I just told you that Hawkeye was going to get a Disney Plus show
yeah,
10 years
Insane.
ago, you'd be like, why? Who cares? And it's like one of the better shows. Like, it's probably top
Yeah.
4.
well, it helps that
It's so
that
good.
Jeremy Renner actually like
Yeah.
got to eat in that role. Gotta do
Yeah.
some cool. Gotta do some interesting stuff.
Mhm.
And his Age of Ultron role, like you said, just greatly expanded.
He stole the
Yeah.
show. Like, all the funny remarks he makes is like, nobody knows. Like, aiming at Pietro as he runs off. He's like, nobody know. It's like, this is crazy. I'm in here with a fucking bow and arrow. There's robots. The city's flying. I don't know what's
Yeah.
happening. Like, it's just like, it's so
Sorry,
many
guys,
great
you
lines.
just ran right into my arrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so we're caught up on news. Everything's been revealed. I think we gotta wait until Adepticon to see new stuff again. So, or not Adepticon, Mini Stravaganza to see new stuff again.
Yeah.
So
I think they announced November, if I
yeah, it's
recall.
like the second week of November, I believe.
Okay.
So
All right,
would-
well, let's jump right into
would-
our next segment then.
Wouldn't we see stuff at LVO, which is in October now?
I don't
We'll
believe
see.
they do anything for LVO.
Officially, they don't, but that doesn't mean they won't tease some stuff.
Yeah.
But officially, I don't think there's anything at LVO. Because their official, like, benchmark event is Adepticon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they think the sweaty tryhards are gross.
Well, why wouldn't we just?
I think that's the official
Why won't we
stance.
just play webs?
I know. All right, we need to get into the next segment because we're already over on time. Deadly Meteors Mutate Civilians is our next secure we're reviewing. This is a 6% play rate with 2,461 games.
8.
So it's pretty much in line with the average, I would say. It's probably a higher end of average.
Oh, for like average take rate or play rate.
Yeah, popularity. 2,400 is actually pretty high. It's definitely not the highest. The 3 highest are all well over 3,000. But the lowest are around 1,000, so it's kind of in the middle. What do you guys want to say about Deadly Meteors?
I personally really like this mission. But I like pay-to-flips in general. I know that makes me kind of weird.
It definitely makes you
Yeah.
weird.
But I played X-Men a lot, so...
That doesn't help.
Yeah, I know. I'm just digging myself a hole at this point. I also
I
used
know.
first class every time, so...
I think Meteors is the most fair pay-to-flip mission. So that's got a lot going for it. I don't think you're wrong that this mission is good. I think it's Aaron always tells me to play this mission because it's the most fair, and I don't think he's wrong. I just really dislike when any time important events are up to dice.
Yeah.
And this forces that issue. Any pay to flip does. But this mission, it's kind of like Sword Base or Imcron, where it's meant to be fair based on the number of attempts you get. And I think it does a good job of getting to that result. But it's just anytime, like, especially on the first turn, where it's like, hey, I missed 2 rolls, and I really shouldn't have because they were like rolling 4 dice versus 1, and I missed both. Like, it just changes the landmark of the game. Because now I'm down like 3 points, and I shouldn't have been. And it's just like, what do we do now?
Yeah, I think that the main thing, I think this would benefit greatly from having the new pay to flip rules on it. So like you automatically get it if no one's
uncontested.
And then like the single dice for trying to roll over to overflip it. I mean, you could probably do the energy thing still. I don't think the single dice thing is that relevant.
So I don't think that's a new design. I think that's a specific design. And I know I know that the doing the uncontested flipping is definitely by design. They don't want that to be on all the missions. They want to penalize you for leaving tokens uncontested in the ones that let you overflip, and the ones that they don't want to penalize you for leaving them uncontested. Right. And so that's part of it. Because if you do that on the spread out pay to flips, you just turn into a lap race, and everyone's just running circles around the map. And so you can't do that on like D's. Now on Meteors, you could probably get away with it, because they're so much more centralized.
I didn't realize how much of an impact that has from like Macron then.
Yeah, on Imcron, it's meant to be a mosh pit, and so you're supposed to encourage all the models to come to the middle because you need as many overflip attempts as you can get. So that's by design. As far as the doing a single die thing, I think they want it to be that if I can put 4 models on this point, you basically can't take it from me. I think that's intentional as well.
Okay.
So I don't think there's a new and old design. I think there are 2 different versions of pay to flips that they want to exist, and I think they're right for thinking that. But I do think you could also tweak the way they work a little bit.
For sure.
I think, for example, maybe you get to reroll a die for each additional character you have contesting the point. So if we both have 3 people back and forth, once somebody rolls the 4, it's not just locked for the next 3 rounds. There's an attempt to fix it.
Yeah.
Maybe you add a die to your energy defense for each other healthy contesting character. There could be ways you could influence it a little bit to make it less random.
Yeah.
I would like to see something like that.
I mean, they have they've also released some characters that do some, like, I believe the 3rd Black Panther can reroll these die. And I want to say there's at least 2 others.
Power creep, yes.
I mean,
power creep that we could utilize.
If the 3-threat Black Panther is power creeping anything, I suppose. I mean, he does have a...
Anytime you're adding new abilities to characters that did not previously have access to anyone, and so you have to buy new models to utilize these mechanics, I think that's power creep.
I mean, I suppose so. Power creep to me would be more like, oh, hey, this Black Panther has the old Black Panther's attack, but it does 2 more damage.
Like, for example, like Shang-Chi's martial artist, I would say.
Oh, for sure. Creep. But it's a clearly upgraded version of a previous thing we've seen.
Correct.
It even says Supreme Martial Artist on it.
Burrito Supreme.
Even though, but that's beside the point. I think, I think Deadly Meteors is probably because it's original, right? It came in the core set, or am I crazy?
It did, but it was very different.
Was it?
Well, I guess it wasn't that different, but originally it was just 3 centerline points, and so it was just a free for all.
No,
as opposed to there's like a closer one. You talk about the new core set, or the original
OG core set. I'm looking at the old card, and it's map I.
There was no map I. It was A, B, C, D, E, and F. That was it.
Then Jarvis might be lying to me. Let me see if there's an older version.
Yeah, I would like you to show me the old regular-sized non-tarot card that has an eye.
Oh, wait. Roll dice, so previous rules.
The old cards were like gray.
Yeah,
they were not white.
Yeah, I'm looking at the gray one.
Someone must have photoshopped one because there's definitely is no eye in the
Oh, map C. Set. Yeah, you're right. It was map C. Okay.
Yeah.
Are we crazy?
And it was also an all or nothing. It was whoever had the most tokens scores 3 on the original mission. And so if it was 1-0 because you failed your flips, I score 3 points, even though I only flipped 1. It was super cancerous because you could, like at the first Bug Eater in Nebraska that we went to, I scored 20-0 on a guy. And we were playing a neck and neck mission.
That's what this one did. Dude, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Because we played Researcher Meteors, and it was just 5 all or nothing every round. And I just got lucky on the last activation of both. It was like, cool, I hit my wild, I push you off the point, which is convenient because it's the Researcher and a pay to flip, and then I overflip him, and then I take the point.
Yeah.
It was like it was a 10 victory point swing because he loses 5, I gain 5. And it was like every round that happened,
10,
he was like,
50,
this is bullshit. 20. I am losing this game because I have priority. I was like, that's correct. And there's nothing you can do to get rid of priority.
Yep.
I was like, it was so stupid.
Okay, yeah. No, I do remember the older version of it now. I've watched the All for Nothing and the 3-card Monty version of the game from my mind, apparently.
You probably should have. It was cancerous.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Josh, do you have thoughts on this mission?
No, you guys basically said everything I was going to say. I like this mission. I generally run it. I don't really like pay to flips, but of the pay to flips, it is fairly tame. I do like that it's not an E, but that's about the closest I can get to an E anymore, where everything's just in a line. So I do like that, and I also like that the downside of failing the roll is very minimal. It's just take a damage, which, can matter, but it's not like, oh yeah, place 2 away and, punch their model. It's just like, it's very calm. So.
Cool. All right, yeah, I think we're pretty much in agreement. This is a better mission, even though it's pay to flip. Alrighty. Well, I think that's going to wrap it for us tonight. Hopefully you guys had a good time. This has been Brandon.
And CJ.
And Josh.
And you've just listened to Deadly Meteors.
So what are we going to call this thing?
I got it. Okay. Incredible, new, fantastic, astonishing, mighty, original, uncanny, sensational podcast.
I'm just going to put down Infamous.